Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 2, the second apartment build in my apartment series, I guess you could call it. I hope you guys are having a great day. This is once again a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom type apartment. This is actually, the location of this build is Penny Pizzazz's, I think that's her name, Penny Pizzazz's apartment. I just demolished it and rebuilt this one because I had the idea to build, the design that I came up with was a more square-esque design, and as I stated in the last apartment build, one of the issues with building apartments is you're confined to the exterior space. So if you have an idea for an apartment, or if you, like, I use Pinterest to come up with or get inspiration, get ideas for different builds and things like that. The problem is you're confined to an exterior shape. So you kind of had to take an idea and figure out where you want things to fit. So the idea was a perfect rectangle, and I kind of mix-matched, and it sort of looks similar to how the idea was supposed to be there, but not really. So we're going with this. But in the end, I really like this one. I think this one might be, I don't know if it's my favorite. Well, it might be my favorite. I don't know. Anyway, this one I definitely remembered to do the walling and flooring first. I really wanted to put a lot of detail into the walls and floors. So like I did kind of the backsplash where I wanted the kitchen to be, because beforehand, the thing about apartments is, like, when I build them, I have to sit and look at the blueprint like on the computer screen, and go, okay, this is where I think I want things to go, because I can't build like new area. I just have to work with what I have. So kind of had to figure out where I wanted things to go, and so I kind of planned for the kitchen to have a little backsplash and things like that. And I wanted this one to be a little bit more not modern, because the other one was kind of modern. This one's the most or the least modern, I guess you could say, most traditional. And then the third one that I have at the moment is the most modern, at least in my opinion. So I haven't really ever branched out and done a lot of modern decorating. So, but yeah, I'm working on it. I eventually want to get better at doing more modern-esque designs, but modern is not necessarily my favorite. I like the look of it sometimes, but it's harder for me to do. I'm more of a traditional style person. I grew up in a traditional style home. Like, I live and breathe traditional style. And so with this kitchen, I went more with the brown kind of homey colors, things like that. I really wanted to do a lot of counters and a lot of cabinets. That's what those are called that I'm hanging up there. Yeah, and so I really wanted to put a lot of emphasis on the kitchen. And this build does have a kitchen, a living room, and a dining room, and then the kind of the desk area is in the bedroom, because I made sure to make a bigger bedroom, because with the last build I didn't quite make the bedroom very big, and so I kind of struggled fitting the bed. It fit, but it was only going to fit the bed and the dresser, and that was about it. So I think this ended up working pretty well, and I made sure to include a little island and things like that. So I think it all turned out really good. And with this build, I kind of wanted to push myself using wall patterns. So in the bedroom, I used a wall pattern, and because a lot of times I will just do the solid colors, like that solid green, or I'll do the brick color wall stuff, and I'm just like, no, I need to use these patterns. There's a lot of patterns to use. It's just my go-to isn't necessarily that. And once again, that kind of stems from me styling and building the rooms before I do the flooring and walls, because that's how I used to do it, like before I started recording stuff. And it was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore, because I end up struggling way more, and I spend like 15 minutes trying to figure out wall stuff and flooring, and I'm not happy. And I end up happier with these builds, but it's so backwards. So backwards. Oh, and that was fun in the audio track right there. So, but yeah, I really wanted to put a lot of details in this kitchen, but not like too many details, because it's not a chef's kitchen. It's a pretty, like not really standard kitchen. It's a slightly nicer standard kitchen, but it's a nice kitchen. And this is since this is on Penny Pizzazz's lot, it does have the lot trait of lively neighbors. They're loud neighbors. Is that what it is? It has that lot trait. So I don't quite know how the whole sharing of apartments and all that goes. Like if you were to download this and move it to a different lot, if you would still retain that trait. I don't quite know how it works. So, but that's where that was built, and that's I think what it has. So, but this is available to download on the gallery, like all of my builds are. So if you just search the hashtag Smitchell, SMMITCHELL, my stuff should come up. I think my username is Smitchell22. So like it's one of those things. I'm not necessarily creative with coming up with usernames. So I'm like, yeah, first name, last name, boom. Because I don't necessarily have a lot of, I don't want to commit myself to like one like or dislike and like fandoms, things like that. So when I was coming up with like usernames and things like that, it's like my gaming channel, Sarah Games. That's a great channel name, Sarah. You idiot. So, you know, it could be worse, but it could be better. So, but yeah, you saw I fit the little dining room-ish area. I ended up putting it against the wall and everything because I wanted to conserve space, and I thought it was kind of cool to look out of the window and everything. There is one seat that's kind of the unlucky seat where it's facing the wall. So if you're that person, sorry. So, and here I kind of elaborated on my odd bathroom shape. So I like kind of playing around with these bathroom shapes. They're kind of fun little tight areas, and it's just interesting. It makes the interior, you kind of have to work around it, and you end up with these cool shapes. Because when I was designing this, how I wanted the rooms to work, I wanted to have enough space to fit the dresser next to the bed. That was like my goal, I guess you could say. And so that's why it kind of indents and exdents. That's why it does strange stuff. So, and I really tried to put a lot of green stuff, and I've been using more cheats and everything to move objects and things like that to really get things to fit and add just more detail and things like that. So, yeah, so I hope you guys like it. And this, okay, when it comes to the color palette of this build, I like certain aspects of it, and there's like, I don't think I'm really honestly happy with the green wallpaper. I gotta be honest. I like the living room, I like the color of the couch, and I really like how the dining room set came out, and I like the kind of beige peachy tone that I picked, the neutral tones. There's a lot of neutral tones in the dining room set area, and even in the kitchen, and the bedroom, a lot of neutral tones. I really like it. I like the furniture selection, but I don't think I'm happy with the wall selection. In the kitchen, I'm happy. Kitchen, yes. And in the bedroom, I think I'm okay with that. And I think I go back and change the bathroom ones. The bathroom wall, I think. Unless I've already done that. I don't know if I was paying attention. But the green's okay. It's not my favorite. But I wanted the, I didn't want the solid paint color. I wanted it to have the, what's it called? Is it molding? The molding on top and bottom. I wanted that because to me it looks more formal. It's something similar to what we had in our whole downstairs area had like molding everywhere. And so to me it's more normal. Other people maybe paint's normal. But I kind of default to that, and I really wanted this to be better. Oh, okay. This is where I was trying to figure out a different little cheat thing. And if you go to the Sims Supply, James kind of goes over how to clutter up stuff where you normally can't clutter things. It's a really useful thing, but this was the first time I was ever actually using it, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I real quick went and like watched that part of the video, and if I remember to cut it out, I'll cut it out, and if not, we'll see. I'm doing a lot of I'm doing a lot of editing and video recording. Recording. That's the right word. Yeah, see, yeah. Because I'm going out of town next week. Well, yeah, in a couple days. My family is going on a ski trip to Colorado and we're driving. So if we don't kill each other, no, I'm kidding. We do pretty good about driving because my dad will drive and it's a family trip. So my dad and I will drive and keep ourselves awake, and my brother will be unconscious in the back because he can fall asleep while other people are driving. He's the lucky one. So here I wanted to find like the perfect picture or wall item, and I just went through everything and I just couldn't find what I wanted. And I think it was because at that point I'd kind of screwed myself over a little bit because I'd made everything so neutral, and I just couldn't find that pop because I went with neutral walls, neutral floors. I went with a neutral bed, and I went with a neutral dresser. I went with a black and white desk. So like I needed more color, and I thought, oh, I'll just use color in the details and everything, but I couldn't find what I wanted, and I end up sort of finding something that works, but I couldn't find like that perfect item that like I think I know I have more of an idea of what I want. But I don't know. In one of the other packs there's this, I know what I wanted, okay. In one of the other packs there is a giant hanging rug, and that's what I wanted because it's super colorful. It's fairly large, and I was like, that's what I want. Why don't I have it? And it was really frustrating. And so I ended up going with like more kind of neutral colors, and it ends up working. But I think if I were to do it again, I think I would choose a different wall pattern. Maybe not something so white. Maybe something a little darker. I don't really know. This was, I guess, the learning experience when it came to designing choices, because I was trying to be more, not out there, but more, not a black and white, not a white kitchen, not like neutral tones, everything, even though I still went neutral tones. It is what it is. So you can download this on the gallery, and don't forget to follow me on other social media. There are links down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you like this series, check out the rest of the videos in the series. There's going to be more coming. I'm super excited, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.